Good evening, everyone. This is Mike from BSE1A English, and for today's video, I'm going to share my answers through photos that was instructed to us by our teacher. So let's start. So the first question is, what is the development history of constructive and error analysis? So the development, there are two: the constructive and error analysis. As you can see in the photos, there are two men or two heads in that, and it represents the constructive analysis and error analysis. So let's start from constructive analysis. So constructive analysis developed in the 1950s, aim to predict and explain errors in second language learning by comparing the structures of the learner's native language and the target language. For example, if a native English speaker learning French said "Je suis chaud," intending to say "I am hot," or in the sense of temperature, the error might be predicted through a constructive analysis of English and French. And the error analysis, which is the other one who smiles, that would emerge in the 1970s as a reaction to the limitation of constructive analysis. Error analysis focuses on studying errors made by second language learners to gain insight into the language learning process. And it's focusing on the study errors made by second language learners to understand the language learning process. An example of this could be learning saying "I have two hands and 10 fingers," where the error reflects overgeneralizing in applying the plural form. The second one, how errors were committed and their relation to second language acquisition. So, errors in second language acquisition can occur due to various factors, such as interference from the native language, overgeneralizing of language rules, and the influence of communication strategies. For example, a Spanish speaker might say, "I have 25 years old," when attempting to express their age in English, reflecting a transfer error from Spanish syntax. So it seems like it's confusing, just like the photos or the picture seen in front. And the number three, versions of constructive analysis, hypothesis, and criticism. So there are two types, the strong version and the weak version. So the strong version is the one who's talking to the other guy which wearing glasses. So the strong version is the other one who is not wearing glasses. So claims that errors can be predicted through a comparison of the native language and the target language. For example, if a Chinese learner of English incorrectly uses the word order or native language when forming English sentences. That's the example of strong version. And the weak version is acknowledges that not all errors can be predicted through a constructive analysis. An example of it could be a learner who, despite similarities between their native language and the target language, still makes no errors due to other factor like communication strategies. And same picture or for the question number four, differences between contrastive and error analysis in related to SLA. So there are also two types, the constructive analysis and error analysis, same one. So constructive analysis focusing on predicting errors by comparing native and target language structures. For example, predicting that a French speaker might use false friends or similar sounding words that have different meaning in English. That's the one who is talking, the one who don't have eyeglass. And the error analysis, which is the one who has eyeglass, focuses on understanding errors made by learners, examining their causes and considering their implications for language acquisition. An example could be learner consistency omitting articles or using incorrect verb forms. And the fifth one is the interlanguage theory. So, interlanguage theory proposed by Larry Slinger. Interlanguage theory suggests that language learners develop a dynamic and evolving linguistic system called interlanguage. This intermediate stage reflects neither the native language nor the target language perfectly. Example of interlanguage may include the learners using structures that are blend of their native language and the target language, creating a unique linguistic system as they progress through different stages of language acquisition. An example might be learners saying, I have been to the store yesterday, demonst- demonstrating the stage between the present perfect tense correctly and not fully mastering the appropriate time reference in English. Or a learner might say, he go to the store yesterday, demonstrating a transitional stage between the two rules of their language and the target language. So the photos above represent the native language and the second language. That's all.